When Luo Feng was searching for the Muya crystal on Earth, he unexpectedly encountered Babete, who had been waiting for him for a long time. Under Babete's guidance, Luo Feng became a disciple of Hu Yanbo. However, Hu Yanbo could never have imagined that his disciple, whom he had never met, would reach the level of a universe master within a few tens of thousands of years. Luo Feng even used his ability to reverse time and space to resurrect Hu Yanbo along with his immortal servants. By this time, Luo Feng was already renowned across the universe as the Lord of the Milky Way. Hu Yanbo and his companions, upon being resurrected, were bewildered. They had never heard of the Lord of the Milky Way, and their sudden return to life was shocking. One moment, they were in another time-space from tens of thousands of years ago, and the next, they were pulled into the present, with the memories of their deaths flooding back instantly. Realizing they had died and been brought back through a reversal of time and space, Hu Yanbo and his companions understood that the person responsible must at least be a universe master. Hu Yanbo was particularly confused, wondering why a universe master would bother to resurrect someone like him, a mere marquis immortal. Soon, Babete stepped forward to explain the situation. To Hu Yanbo's greater astonishment, Babete now possessed a physical body and had reached the level of a king immortal. Through Babete's explanation, Hu Yanbo learned that the person who resurrected them was Luo Feng, the Lord of the Milky Way. He was the same person Babete had chosen as Hu Yanbo's disciple tens of thousands of years ago. Luo Feng had since cultivated to the realm of a universe master. Meeting Luo Feng's gaze, Hu Yanbo felt awkward and intimidated by Luo Feng's powerful presence, fearing that any misstep might offend this formidable figure. Despite being Luo Feng's nominal master, Hu Yanbo was now far weaker than his disciple, who had surpassed him by 1,000 times. He dared not show any disrespect, knowing that even the ruler of the Qianwu kingdom, a revered universe venerable, was nothing compared to a universe master. Hence, Hu Yanbo was very reserved in front of Luo Feng. Luo Feng, grateful for the help Hu Yanbo had indirectly provided, was aware of his master's discomfort. Although Hu Yanbo had been dead for tens of thousands of years, it was the legacy he left behind, including Babete and various resources, that enabled Luo Feng's rapid rise from Earth to his current status. Perceiving Hu Yanbo's unease, Luo Feng tactfully excused himself, allowing Hu Yanbo and Babete to catch up. Once Luo Feng left, Hu Yanbo and his companions could finally relax. The pressure from a universe master's presence was overwhelming. From Hu Yanbo's perspective, he did not know Luo Feng personally, and Luo Feng's elevated status was intimidating. Any mistake could have dire consequences. In Swallowed Star, loyal subordinates can help you manage affairs, capture resources, and even protect your home. However, Luo Feng's initial foundation on Earth was weak, so he expanded his influence in a straightforward manner by purchasing slaves. Who were Luo Feng's slaves, and which one was the most helpful? Luo Feng first bought slaves when he entered the universe and arrived at the Dry Witch Star. In the slave market, planetary-level slaves were as common as dogs, stellar-level slaves were everywhere, and advanced war gods were not even considered human. Tempted by this, Luo Feng sold his arc cutter blade for 1.8 million black dragon coins and bought 1,016 slaves, including 1,000 planetary-level 9-tier slaves and 10 stellar-level 1st-tier slaves. He also purchased 6 Black Mole tribe spiritual force masters of the 5th and 7th tiers. Luo Feng named these 6 strongest slaves Meng 1 to Meng 6, with Meng 3 and Meng 6 being females. Unfortunately, these slaves could not keep up with Luo Feng's rapid growth. When Tori attacked, Meng 1 and Meng 2 could only help Luo Feng's family into the castle, lacking the strength to fight. Luo Feng's second purchase of slaves occurred during Tori's invasion. The Nolan Mountain family sent Tori, who secretly entered Earth with 80 people and kidnapped Luo Feng's wife, Su Xian and brother Luo Hua. Luo Feng contacted the slave trader he had previously dealt with and bought 8 stellar-level 9-tier slaves. With their help, Luo Feng, despite revealing his golden horn beast, managed to annihilate Tori's team. Among these slaves were 2 special ones, Tai Nanhe and Aogu. Tai Nanhe and Aogu greatly aided Luo Feng. When Luo Feng, Hong, and Thunder God ventured into the world within a world, they took Tai Nanhe and Aogu along. They dug up many thunderstones, exchanged them for life fruits and 2 World Lord weapons. After leaving the exchange point, they were pursued by 1,000 stellar level 9 soldiers from the 9 princesses' forces. Luo Feng, unable to expose the golden horn beast, summoned a C9 class spaceship capable of withstanding attacks from universe level 5th or 6th tiers. However, they needed someone to hold off the attackers to reach the spaceship. Tainan He and Ao Gu stayed behind to cover their escape. Tainan He was shot into a sieve by a C2 laser gun, and Ao Gu's body below the chest was turned to mush, surviving only because of the Muya crystal. Without Tainan He's sacrifice, Luo Feng might not have died, but his brothers Hong and Thunder God would likely have perished, exposing the golden horn beast and attracting more covetous eyes. The last slave Luo Feng purchased was Di Fan, a universe level 9 tier slave. The slave trader advised him to buy a universe level 8 tier slave to avoid Di Fan breaking free and killing him. According to Swallowed Stars settings, human and mechanical races obtained biological chip technology in battle, controlling slaves with these chips that would explode their heads if they resisted. However, breaking through to the domain lord level would free them from chip control, making the highest slave level universe level 9 tier. But Luo Feng was confident, having learned the soul imprint enslavement technique from his teacher Hu Yanbo, who had 9 immortal slave guards. Upon purchasing Di Fan, Luo Feng immediately imprinted him with the soul mark. Di Fan was also a trusted assistant of Luo Feng. Not only did he help Luo Feng defeat Baikoro, but he was also responsible for mentoring Luo Hai and Luo Ping, becoming a highly valued servant. His innate talent was exceptional, and Luo Feng provided him with resources to advance to Domain Lord level 9 tier. Di Fan surpassed even the genius Baikoro in breaking through to the World Lord level. However, as Luo Feng was about to subdue the Zerd Queen's nest, a mere World Lord was no longer sufficient for his needs, so Di Fan stayed on Earth to protect Luo Feng's family. From then on, Luo Feng no longer bought slaves, but controlled soul servants through secret techniques. The second soul servant he controlled was Baikoro, the strongest disciple of the Nolan Mountain family. Luo Feng and Di Fan intercepted Baikoro in space as he was heading to Earth to cause trouble. After defeating Baikoro, Luo Feng enslaved him using a secret technique. Baikoro's presence was modest, and he later guarded the Zerd Queen's nest on Earth alongside Di Fan. Although Hu Yanbo's secret technique could control 9 people, after enslaving Di Fan and Baikoro, Luo Feng never used the soul imprint technique again. Later, he exchanged for the One Hua soul control technique from the Virtual Universe Company, which theoretically could control 10,000 slaves. After mastering this technique, Luo Feng returned to Earth to subdue the World Lord level Zerd Queen left by Hu Yanbo. The Zerd Queen, Irina, had a delicate appearance, and without much difficulty, Luo Feng made her his soul servant. Irina, the Zerd Queen, proved highly capable. Even before Luo Feng subdued her, she had already been a significant deterrent. The Nolan Mountain family never attacked Earth with full force, and Nolan himself never dared to come to Earth, fearing a poison ball, which was the Zerd Queen's nest. The threat of the nest allowed Luo Feng to develop in peace. After subduing the Zerd Queen, Luo Feng commanded a million World Lord peak level Zerg army, which helped him escape the pursuit of the mechanical race's immortal, Svika. On the extraterritorial battlefield, Luo Feng earned the title of Blade River King and subdued the soul servant, Heavy Arrow King. After being ambushed by his companion, Heaven Array King, he fortunately gained the recognition of the Star Tower. To seek revenge on Heaven Array King, Luo Feng subdued 8 Pinnacle King level immortals, such as Heart Refining King, Heavy Shock King, and Iron Banner King, eventually forming a group of 10 King level immortal servants. At the novel's conclusion, to combat the catastrophe brought by the world beasts to the original universe, Luo Feng used the strongest enslavement method from the Gene Kingdom, 3-star enslavement, to enslave the world beast Morosa. With the help of Morosa, he enslaved 8 more world beasts, and ultimately helped Morosa become the world beast king, making him Luo Feng's most powerful servant. Almost all of Luo Feng's servants could not keep up with his rapid growth and soon left his side. However, the intelligent lifeform Babete stayed with Luo Feng the longest, assisting him with strategies, resolving Earth's crises, and planning Luo Feng's growth path. Luo Feng reciprocated by finding Babete a suitable mechanical body on the extraterritorial battlefield and purchasing the mechanical treasure Heart of Machinery to aid Babete's cultivation. After Luo Feng became a universe master, he reversed time and space to resurrect his teacher, Hu Yanbo Babete, chose to follow Hu Yanbo again. As the protagonist grew stronger, he inevitably faced loneliness, a necessary condition for reaching the pinnacle and becoming the strongest in the universe. Why is it said that Master Wu is Luo Feng's true enemy, while Princess Nine was merely a pawn? Luo Feng's greatest regret in the world within a world was the death of Tainan He, for which he blamed Princess Nine. But tracing back to the source, Master Wu was likely the true enemy. When Luo Feng first exchanged for live fruits, Master Wu betrayed him by leaking his information to Brolin, while Princess Nine was exchanging for the inheritance crystal. Princess Nine immediately ordered her subordinates to track Luo Feng, waiting for a chance to rob him, which led to Tainan He's tragedy. Additionally, Master Wu tricked Luo Feng again. When Princess Nine was exchanging for the third secret code, Master Wu falsely claimed it had already been redeemed, manipulating the ambitions of Princess Nine and inciting the 3X Mountain faction to extort her. They demanded 9 outrageous conditions from Princess Nine, which enraged her. She unleashed her wrath on the 3X Mountain camp in the world within a world, where Luo Feng happened to be hiding. Under Princess Nine's orders, her forces attacked, leading to the death of thousands of 3X Mountain warriors. Fortunately, Luo Feng's Mo Yunvine, having evolved to universe-level second tier, saved him from a fatal blow. Meanwhile, Master Wu watched and laughed sinisterly from Thunder Castle, having orchestrated this deadly game with a few baited secrets, causing greedy humans to slaughter each other.